Before we get into the video, guys, I want to tell you about a huge NHL 18 tournament going on over at World Gaming. It's the NHL 18 Snyder Hockey Cup. It's for the Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation. $17,500 in prizes, and it's free to enter. It's open to US and Canadian residents that are at least 14 years of age, and that includes Quebec. It starts off with an online qualifier, then online playoffs, and finally the finals are actually going to be played live in Philadelphia. 2 finalists for each console, both Xbox One and PS4. And if you become one of the finalists, you'll actually be playing at Xfinity Live in Philadelphia before a Penguins-Flyers game on March 7th. I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Registration is now open and qualifiers start on January 10th. If you're interested in signing up or just want more information, click the link in the description. Should be an awesome tournament. How's it going, guys? I have a pretty neat team build for you. As you can see by the title, every single player on this team has a rating in the 70s, and I tried to build basically the best possible 70s team you could. Now, there's a bunch of different players on here. I think there's bronze, silver, and gold players. Tons of different synergies as well, trying to make this team as good as I possibly could. So in the first line, I've got the Team of the Week Beret Beaulieu. It's a 78 overall version, very, very fast card. And then at the right wing there, we have Kevin Waugh. Both him and Yarnock are just standard gold cards, so only 1 synergy point. But they both have very good stats considering they're 79 overall. Waugh here actually has rocket skates, making him even faster. He's got 87 speed on 79 overall cards, so that's very good. Shot there is also pretty solid. He's got good power and accuracy. Hands aren't bad either. Beret Beaulieu is basically just very, very fast with a really hard shot. Decent hands for 78. And then Yarnock's kind of like a good all-around winger. 86 speed, pretty solid shot and hands. So, I mean, obviously, if that's our first line, it kind of tells you it is a tough team to use, but with all the synergies, they aren't too bad. Second line here, you got Mason Raymond, the 77 Star of the Month Kyrou, and then the Star of the Month Steenbergen. So, both the 77s obviously have extra synergies being Star of the Month. And just like Beret Beaulieu, all the bronze boosted cards have very high speed and slap shot power. You can see there for both Steenbergen and Kyrou. And then we got Mason Raymond, who I think is the fastest player on the team with rocket skates and thread the needle. He's got like 92 speed. That's really all he's got though. Both his shot and hands are like decent, but nothing crazy. Moving on to the third line here, you got Team of the Week Tippett, Star of the Month Glass, and then Clausen. So Clausen's a 79 silver card, who's actually kind of like a sleeper card. Speed could be higher, only an 83, but he's got a pretty solid shot there. Wrist shot's 84, 83, and then his hands are sick. 86 deking and hand-eye with 87 puck control. Also 85 offensive awareness is pretty solid for 79. Star of the Month Glass here, obviously very good series on him. Just like the other bronze cards, good speed and slap shot power. And then Tippett here, 6 synergies really helped out the team. 1 to DZ, 2 to S, and 1 to TN. Other than that, though, speed could be better. Just like every bronze card, very high slap shot power. I'm not sure why the power is so high. I feel like if anything, they should have high accuracy, lower power, but it is what it is. He's also got really good durability there, 88 for some reason. And then the fourth line here is like the smallest line probably possible you can make in HUD or close to it. So we got Nathan Gerby, Star of the Month, Kangas Niemi, and then the bronze DeBrincat. All 3 very offensive, and like I said, one of the shortest lines I think you can build. So DeBrincat, just like his gold card, even though he's a 75, his offensive stats are so much better than a 75 should have. 84 speed, the wrist shot there, 83, 84. Solid hands. He's also got really good synergies there. Rocket skates makes him even faster. You can see he's 5'7". Then Kangas Niemi here is also 5'7", 150 pounds. DeBrincat's 165, so Kangas Niemi is like super short, super light. Solid synergies on him though. 91 speed. I think he's actually the fastest player with Thread the Needle, my bad. He's faster than Raymond, so Raymond's second fastest. Shot's not very good at all. The accuracy there is 69. The hands though aren't too bad for 76. And then right wing there, of course, we have Gerby, I think the smallest player in HUT. 5'5", very fast as well with the rocket skates. Decent shot, a little bit better hands. Obviously, like I said, just kind of a fun line to use with it being so short. Next up, we have the defense. So, pretty solid defense, honestly. You got Julius Honka here with the Movember Kulak on the top pair. So, Kulak's 79, just kind of a pretty standard all-around defenseman. Solid synergies to help out the team. Honka here actually has rocket skates, makes him a bit faster. He's got decent offensive stats there. Really nothing too crazy, though, on the defensive side. Second pairing there, you have Bygrass and Schmaltz. So again, Bygrass I pretty much just have for the synergies, plus he's 78, so really all we could do better is a 79. And then Schmaltz here, 79, need him for the synergy, plus obviously the highest rated defenseman we can get. Third pair here, you have Shabbat and Anderson. Shabbat's actually pretty solid when you have all the synergies activated. You can see his hand-eye is only a 69, but he actually gets +7 to both hand-eye and puck control, so hand-eye goes up to 76, puck control is all the way to 87. The rest of his offensive stats are pretty solid. Endurance isn't the greatest at 77, that's why he's on the third pair, but then I use him on special teams to kind of like give him sheltered minutes, I guess you could say. And then next to him there you have the Anderson, 76 overall. He does have a 78 team week version, but I needed this one for the synergies. And the one good thing is he actually has rocket skate, so he's just as fast as the higher rated version. Again, really nothing too special about this card, just kind of a defenseman we needed with these synergy points. And next up, guys, I'll give you a look at the special teams. So right there's power play 1, power play 2, basically just all of our best offensive players. 4-man power play, kind of a mix of like speedsters slash just good offensive players. Penalty kill, obviously two of our fastest players there, Raymond and Gerby. Plus I try to like even it out as none of these players have the greatest endurance, so definitely you kind of want to manage all their ice time pretty equally just so no one's too tired out. 3-man penalty kill, obviously you want 2 guys that are good in the face-off and fast. I think the defense is the same for both penalty kill and 3-man. Next we have the shootout. Normally I just use all left-handed players, but because this team's ratings aren't the greatest, I had to actually mix it up, just use the best players possible. Extra attackers there, Wah and Beret Bouldieu. Both of them are pretty solid, honestly. Goalies, so Stoller's there as our starter. 79 overall. He's actually pretty big too, 6'5", 225, which isn't too bad, and obviously the highest rated goalie we could get. And then backing him up, I have the 74 overall Team League Hart, just for the synergies there, 2 to LL and 1 to TN, and then head coach there is Fiddler. So as I was going through the players, you guys probably noticed I have a ton of synergies activated. My main goal with this team was to kind of build the highest rated team I could while filling out a bunch of synergies to boost their speed, hands, all that stuff. So it's a good mix of like 79 overall players as well as a bunch of just other high 70s that have good offensive stats. So you can see there we have 4 players to protect the puck, 6 players with rocket skates, obviously all gain a speed boost. 4 there with Dangler Zone, just increasing their hands even more as we already have team synergies doing that. 4 guys there with Clutch Player. This is probably honestly like the best player synergy behind Rocket Skates. The +2 to endurance is huge as it keeps their speed for longer. Puck control and wrist accuracy are obviously very important as well. I think wrist accuracy might be like the most important stat behind speed. Then we actually have 3 team synergies activated. Locker room leaders here gives +3 to discipline, endurance, offense awareness, and poise. And then obviously Silky Smooth and Thread the Needle boost up all their speed and hand stats. So overall, when I finished building this team, I thought they'd be like pretty solid. I should be able to compete. Right now I'm actually in Division 5, so I figured if I'm playing teams of like mid to high 80s, obviously I'm going to be in a disadvantage, but I feel like I'm an above average player. Should be able to hold my own. Unfortunately though, that wasn't the case. I'll show you guys at least some of the games I played here and the teams I had to get matched up with. So here guys is the first person I played, Etchels92. As you can see, he's a Div 1 player. How we got matched up with him playing in Div 5 with a 70s team, I have no idea, but here's a look at what we had to go up against. He's got the 96 Hut Legend Crosby on his first line. I mean, his team is just absolutely stacked. So just to give you guys an idea, I guess, of what we had to go up against, it made it tough. So we're going to look at just basically all the games we played. Lost that game 3-0, kind of kept it close. Next game, lost 2-0. Worst game I've ever played in Hut. I lost to this dude here, N. Riscosa. I have no idea to say his name. 13-1. So like I said, that's literally the worst game I've ever played in Hut. I don't think I've ever had that bad of a loss. You can see that he's also a Div 1 player, so why I'm matching with these Div 1 guys with a 70s team in Div 5, I have no idea. And then this is the team I had to play against. I mean, he went just, you know, full tryhard on me, did not let up at all, even though I had that 70s team. And we got absolutely destroyed. So just want to try to show you guys a couple of the teams we had to play against. We did manage to win one game there, 4-3. There is one game not shown as it was a comp seasons game. I lost like 4-2 or 5-2. I'm going to show you guys the player stats here. Obviously, their plus minus is kind of all messed up because of that one loss. I still can't believe I lost like even with a 70s team, I really did not want to like let in double digits. And there was just no stopping that guy. Very good player. And then with the team I had, couldn't get anything done. But as you can see, Kulak was actually decent. 4 points in 5 games. Same goes for Beret Bouldieu. Best forward there, 3-5. Only a -4 too, which on this team, considering, isn't bad. Yarnock and Wah both had 2 points. And then you can see there some guys with 1 point. And then everyone else had 0. Goalies here you can see Stoller's 1-4, 5.2 against, 81.1 save percentage. Honestly, his stats weren't too bad either before that 13-1 game. I don't know what his save percentage would be, but his goals against would only be around 3, so that game definitely skewed it and made him look a lot worse than he should be. Other than the one game where I couldn't stop that guy, most of the games Stollers actually played pretty well and made some really good saves, so it kind of just goes to show one thing we've thought for like a while now, that the goalies really don't make as much of a deal as the rest of your players. Like, if I had him in net with my main team, I don't even think it would be that bad. It was just because the team in front of him was so bad. He had so many more shots. He did make a couple miraculous saves, but obviously getting so many shots, eventually he's going to let a couple in. I think if you had a couple of these guys in your lineup, like say the November Kulak and the Beret Bouldieu, just for their synergies, it wouldn't be too bad as they're surrounded by other really good players, so it kind of makes up for that. But when it's all lower rated players, it definitely kind of just shows their weaknesses And when you play against somebody that knows that, they're going to exploit it, and it's going to make for a very long game. But even though this team didn't perform as well as I thought they would, it still was fun trying out new and different players. It kind of gets boring using the same team all year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you have any ideas for future team builds I can do, leave a comment letting me know. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. On the road to 100K. I could really use your help. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.